this. Okay. Jordan, do you want to kick us off with some Q News updates?
Yeah. So for those of you who didn't watch, Jake did the big taste test of the challenge for the protein shakes and the non-protein shakes, like the other ones. And the two winners, so the one winner that didn't have protein was Dragonberry, Ultra Greens, and Peaches. So now I want to try that, and it was 82 calories for the entire drink.
Did they have
so that's how
was it like frozen peaches or like?
I think so, because it was like a slushie. Like he was eating it with a spoon.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. So I need to try that. And then the winner of the protein one it had a lot. So it had the Ultra Lean, the chocolate coconut, almond milk, cherries, Armor, and cocoa powder. But Jake said it tasted like the Costco chocolate cake, which if you haven't had that, it's amazing. And it had like 200 and something calories. So now I need to try both of those. So that was the first part. And then they talked on convention, and just Jake spoke his mind. Like, convention is a necessity for your business. And if you are not at convention, then are you taking, is this something you're taking seriously? Basically, if you're not trying to get to convention to get to that training, yes, they're optional, but they're not if you want a growing business, a consistent business, and if you want to be successful in this industry. Because going to convention, he said, with what's coming at convention, the release of collagen and the terpenes, which I am not familiar with that at all. So I need to do some research. But he said, with what's coming at convention, there's going to be so many people who go to convention as executive and bronze, or executive elite bronze, and they're leaving as silvers and golds. So if you don't have your ticket to convention yet, there's no virtual option. But really, really think about how big this can be for your business, and how leading up to this point and all these tools that they're giving us to lead up to September are going to explode your business. So take advantage of what they're giving us, take advantage of the tools, so that we can be riding the wave come September and riding all the new things that are coming, all the upgrades, all that good stuff. There are a couple VIP tickets left, he said. But yeah. Then the last part was the summer promo products, which are super exciting. So there's a whole bunch of different promos and specials. They're doing the 3 for 2 again, so get 3 for the price of 2. Pina colada is kind of like the flavor of this one, where the last one was peach lemonade. So pina colada bath soak, pina colada body butter in hemp and non-hemp. So non-hemp can send internationally. Hemp is just for the US. And then hemp honey sticks, which they did a red, white, and blue pack, and it's so cute. The red is watermelon, which that's like my middle name is watermelon, flavored everything. Blue raspberry for the blue, and then pina colada for the white. So that was a cute little pack. And the other really cool part about the promos is, if you look at the price to the ratio, the PV is really high for the price of these products. So that's awesome. I think I was going to write down the numbers, but the ratio of PV to price is really, really good. So that's cool. He said they are good through the end of the month, and then whatever, if there is any left, he doesn't think there will be, but they'll go into the while supplies last bin. So that was the big things, but biggest thing was convention, and just figure out a way to get there, because it's going to be huge. So that's all.
Awesome. Yay. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited for I got the peach body butter, and I loved it. And I love the summery flavors right now. And I always drink my greens with either on their own or with Dragonberry. And so I'm super excited. I never thought to put anything else in it, but peaches sound so good in it.
Yeah, I know. I wish they would have said, because there was I think they had 5 of each. And there was like 2 in each category that they couldn't choose between. I wish they would have said the other flavors too,
Like what it was.
because I
Yeah.
tried some of them. But
Hmm.
yeah, they're gonna post the recipes, I think. So maybe we will find out. I
Okay.
know at least the winning recipes they're posting.
Awesome. 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 Okay. Well, everybody, I am going to share my screen. So what I want to do tonight, just kind of get back to the basics. So what I'm going to do is share my screen. And I've had a few people message me this week asking like, what do I do? Can you guys see this? Can you see my screen? Okay. Asking like, what do I do for my business? I'm not having, I'm not talking to many people right now. I don't have a lot of people in my funnel. Like whether you kind of whether you're taking a step back or you just feel like it's kind of going slowly. And I was, at first I was thinking, okay, well, you can do this, this, and this. And then I was reminded we have the most simple and effective system. This is one of the reasons I love our company. And so I'm going to go over this, and this might seem repetitive for some of you, but to me, it's always really helpful to just remember just the basics and starting from and keeping it simple. You always hear that saying like, keep it simple. I think, what is it? Keep it simple, stupid, the KISS thing. And it's true. Like we overcomplicate things so much. And I think a lot of times it's because if we don't see immediate results or we think something isn't working, we're like, okay, how can I make this? What else can I do? And then we overcomplicate it. Then we try to reinvent the wheel. When we know that this system right here works and it takes consistency. So after you've launched, and if anyone's watching this live or watching the recording and you have not had your launch call, you'll know if you've had it. So if you haven't had your launch call, reach out to your sponsor, reach out to me. We will make sure you get your launch call done. After your launch call, you're going to peak interest. Now, this is where we really overcomplicate it. Well, there's a few places in here that we overcomplicate it, but peaking interest means a lot of different things. When we're reaching out to people saying, hey, I want you to take a look at this, or whatever you're saying, that's a way to peak interest. Another way to peak interest is by sharing on your social media. Sharing in your stories, sharing on your posts. And this isn't, it's so like critical that we remember that we're trying to peak interest, peak curiosity, not sell. And of course we want to sell our products. Of course we want people to join us. But if that's the intention of our posts, that's how it comes across. It comes across very salesy. So, the reason I said this is easy to overcomplicate this part is because this is where we start to think, okay, I need to have these like amazing effective posts and I need to do all these different things. Peaking interest is as simple as sharing you taking your own products. It's something that I forget all the time because I just take my products every day and I do it. But when people see that you are taking your products every day, there's little reminders. We know that it sometimes takes up to 10 touches, which means like 10 reminders, 10 in your face for people sometimes to take it seriously or look more into it. So if you post that you're taking your products in the morning, you take a video or you take a picture, put it in your stories. When people are scrolling through stories, they're thinking, oh, she's taking that again. And it becomes, it just becomes the norm for them. And then they're going to be a lot more comfortable to reach out to you or respond and say, what is that? Or what are you taking? Or, what does that do for you? Or whatever you're posting about, they're going to, the more they see it, the more comfortable they are with it, the more likely they are to ask you about it. But if you give away all the information in those posts as well, then they have nothing to reach out to you about, right? So like when we are piquing interest, we have to keep in mind that that's the goal. We're trying to get people curious. So if you post a picture of, what do I have over? I have a boost spray, right? And I post a picture of a boost spray, but I also post exactly everything it does, what's in it, how much it is, where they can go get it. They have no reason to reach out to me. They can go to the website and just order it that way. And most likely than not, people don't do that. They want to have a conversation to feel comfortable about the products that they're buying. So a peak interest post example of, for boost spray, I could take a picture of me taking my spray or having it, next to me, whatever. And something as simple like a caption, something like, I can't believe a few sprays of this boost my metabolism so well. I'm down so and so pounds, or whatever your goal is, whatever you're using your products for and how they're helping you. So, and then so they're gonna be like, well, wait, how does that do that? Right? It gets people curious. So when you're making a post, remember, is this piquing curiosity? And when you're reaching out to people, are you giving away so much information up front and talking so much that we're not listening to what they need or what they're actually looking for? So when you're making a post or reaching out to people, remember the goal is to pique curiosity, to pique interest, not to give it all away at once. So after that part there, the webinar part, that's when they say they do reach out to you and say, hey, what is that? Or give me more information on this, or they're commenting on your post, or when you're reaching out to them, they're responding and saying, yeah, sure, I want more information on that. If we skip this webinar part and we decide, okay, the best thing for me to do right now is just explain everything, that's not the best way to do it, because we over explain. I know that if I get going on a topic, I'm going to over explain. I'm probably just going to shoot myself in the foot, right? And it puts so much pressure on us to feel like we have to know everything about the products. We have to know everything, know all the answers. And we don't. And that by following the system, we're also teaching our potential ambassadors how simple this is for them to do it too. So the webinar part, this means that you're going to invite them to an opportunity call or send them a opportunity video. There's a ton of them. If you don't have a good one that you like right now, let me know. And we're always updating them. So there's a ton that you can use. And say, hey, do you have time to watch a short video? And then tell me what you think. They're going to say yes or no, send in the video, check in with them. Hey, let me know when you get done. And then continue the conversation from there. Now, when they get done, they're going to say, yeah, I got done. You say, okay, what did you like the best? What did you like most? Or what stood out to you? And they say, oh, I really kind of I like the idea of being able to work from home, right? Awesome. You know what? I need you to talk to my friend Kayla, or I need you to talk to my friend Jordan, or I need you to talk to whoever, someone, your sponsor, someone on our team. And I'm going to connect you in a three-way chat because I know you're going to love her. She's been really successful with this. I think you guys are going to connect. You have to talk to her. Okay, yeah, sure. Connect in the three-way, introduce the person with whoever you're connecting them with. And you can message the person beforehand and say, hey, is it okay if I add you in a three-way? I'm going to give you, give a little backstory on the person. And then now you're in this three-way conversation that a lot of people are scared of. I've gotten a lot of new ambassadors and people that have done network marketing from different companies that get to this part and they think that people aren't going to like that. People aren't going to like getting in the three-way message, right? They think and I feel like sometimes what we do is because we're nervous, we have like a preconceived notion of how somebody's going to respond. That's what we're putting out there. We're already giving them the idea that the three-way is a scary thing or a bad thing. If you talk about it, just like I said, like, hey, you have to talk to my friend Kayla, you're going to love her, this is this, just like it's the norm, that's how they're going to respond too. But if you say, hey, it's okay if you don't want to do this. Some people, I don't know if you're going to be comfortable with this, but I'd love for you to talk to them. Well, you're already making them nervous about it, right? So talk about that three-way conversation as a positive. It is a positive. It's a good thing. And talk about it confidently, because in all of these steps, if we are talking to our potentials in a way that we don't sound confident and we sound nervous and we don't sound sure about the business or the products, that's how they're going to feel too. So every step along the way, when someone brings up pricing or something, don't say, I know it's expensive, I'm sorry. Heck no. Say, okay, but this is you cannot get hemp that is this quality for the price that we have. Like, this is the cheapest you will ever get hemp that is this good of quality, right? Reinforce how great our products is and they are worth whatever the cost is, whatever the objection is. If you speak about that confidently, that instills that confidence in the potential. So with the three-way messages, it doesn't have to be a scary thing. It doesn't have to be about, it's a positive for everyone involved. For your potential, they're getting that three-way, that third party, I want to say reinforcement, but that's not the right word. Third party, you guys know. Validation. There, yes, there, thank you. They're getting that third party validation. They're meeting somebody else. You don't know it. I might add someone into a three-way message. Hold on, bye-bye. I might add somebody into a three-way message that I'm talking to, it's going good, but they might connect with the person that I add in that three-way message. They might connect with them in a deeper level or have something in common that makes them that much more confident to order or join. We don't know, but the more people that we can get talking to our potentials about our products and about our opportunity, the better chance they are going to feel confident about signing up or ordering. So don't skip that step. I know that sometimes it can be hard and it's hard to even ask somebody to do that. But that's because we've already told ourselves in our head that that's a bad thing or that's a scary thing. So pique interest, webinar, get something in front of them, get them in the three-way conversation. And then the person you put them in the three-way conversations with is going to give them additional exposure, which, more videos, answering questions, things like that. And then they're going to work on closing them. And if you've been in a three-way conversation, you've seen this happen, and you may have done this. And then the cycle continues. We either figure out if they're going to order as a customer or an ambassador, how they want to do it. If they want to become an ambassador, awesome. We're going to get them set up and then schedule their launch call within 72 hours and repeat this cycle. This is the most simple thing I have seen, and it's so effective. Sometimes I'll get kind of discouraged just in, I feel like if I'm not talking to many people or I'm out of action, like we talked about last week, it can get discouraging. And so you start to think, okay, what can I do to really boost my business? Like, what can I do to kick back off and really get going on things? And sometimes I'm like, oh, you know what? I should make a whole new opportunity video, and I should do this. And you guys should see my lists that I have around my desk. Like, oh, I could do this, and I could schedule this, and I can do this. All those things are great, but hold on one second, Bob. But none of that replaces or is better than just getting back to the system. Getting back to the simple system that works every time. And when I say it works every time, it doesn't mean that you follow the system and they're going to join you. But if you do follow the system, your chances of them joining you and actually having a successful business are so much higher than if we try to reinvent the wheel. This system is what got Fran to where she is. That's enough for me, right? I don't know about you guys, but that is enough for me. If you do whatever she has done, I just want to follow in her first footsteps. And that's
half of her steps.
Huh?
I just want half of her footsteps.
I know, right? Like I'll follow as far as I am allowed to go. Yeah. But it's so simple, and just keeping it to that simple system. The piquing interest part, I feel like we sometimes stumble at that part before we even get started, because we're like, I don't know what to post, or, oh, I don't want to reach out to anybody today, or I'll do that later. Or we have all these, reasons why it feels like just getting that first step. We love it if everyone would just message us. Like, I would love it if, and that, that happens through attraction marketing. That happens when you're actively posting. It really does. I've had people reach out to me and say, hey, I want to try that. Hey, can you send me a sample of this? Hey, I want more information on that thing you posted about. But that all comes from that first step of piquing interest. If we don't post, no one's going to message us. If we don't reach out, no one's going to say, yes, I'll watch that video. Yes, I'll do that. Right. And so if you're struggling with that step, with that piquing interest step, and you're like, I don't know what to do. These are the IPA sheets that I've been using. And I can send these. I'll actually send the link in the Limitless group chat when we get off of here, so that you guys can save these, or I'll send the PDF. You can save them. The last page has a list of some really great books, podcasts, I want to say movies, but that's not the right thing. YouTube videos. There's some great movies on here that all help us learn more about network marketing, learn more how to be more effective. Our great motivation, the podcasts that are on there, the podcasts that I listen to all the time that just help motivate me and teach me things. And so I will post that in the group. And if you, like I said, if you are having a hard time getting started, doing that first step of piquing interest, don't wait for the motivation to come, because it won't. The motivation will not come without action. So even if the action is popping in one of those podcasts, listening to an episode and saying, okay, after I'm done with this podcast, I am going to give myself 15 minutes and I'm going to make a post and I'm going to do my IPAs, right? You print these out. I'm going to reach out to this many people. And in those reach outs, guys, those reach outs do not have to look like, hey, hey girl. I do that. Everyone makes fun of that, and I do it all the time. It's so bad. That's just how I talk. But hey, so-and-so, I just started this new business. It doesn't have to be this, that weird kind of uncomfortable feeling. It can be as simple as replying to somebody's story. They posted a story about their family doing something, and just reaching out to them and starting conversation. If you're intentional with that conversation and you're leading that conversation well, you can get it to where you're talking about business, to where you're talking about our products. But it starts with reaching out to start these conversations. So I will post that in the Limitless chat and in the Limitless page. So go save that PDF, print them off if you can, and take a look at that stuff. But just remember that we have the best system. We have the best, everything's already laid out for us. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. The only thing that we have to do is take personal responsibility to take the action. And no matter where you are in your business, whether you just started, whether you started 6 months ago and you feel like you need to kick back off, whatever it is, at any point in your business, you can go from 0 to 100 miles an hour just by starting the system. And that's so encouraging to me. Like, I love the fact that no matter where we are, no matter what time has passed or what's gone on or how busy we are, we know exactly what to do. We just have to have the courage to do it, and the commitment, the grit, like Fran was talking about on that call, the grit to do it. So does anyone have any questions for me or anything about any of that? No?
If not, I just wanted to add in a really good kind of topic right now, which you guys might have seen the post going around, but pet hemp with 4th of July coming up is a huge, huge, huge talking point. Just because pet hemp is, I know there's a ton of people that have no idea that we have pet hemp or what it does. And I know there's so many people whose dogs and cats and animals are not fans of fireworks. So that's a really, really, really big one right now. Do not miss the opportunity to share that, and share it sooner than later so that obviously they can get it in time for the 4th. I was going to say something else and now I forgot. I almost like flipped you guys off. I don't remember what I was gonna say. That's all. Just the 4th. I was gonna say something else and now I like totally spaced it. I should have wrote it down.
No, that's. Are you trying to rent that movie? Just wait a second. I'm almost done. Sorry. Yes, no, that's a good point. I know last year, one of my oldest dog has like anxiety with everything, and the pet, like the hemp, was like a night and day difference between what.
Yeah, and I plan on doing a post either tonight or tomorrow, hopefully tonight. Just like about, because when we got it for Trokar, my boy has always been fine with fireworks, and then all of a sudden, like 2 years ago, it's like opposite. Mm-hmm. And so we got pet hemp for him for New Year's, and it was night and day. So I'm going to share that story because I haven't yet. So I'm going to share that story on my timeline, and if you guys want to share that, just to kind of have a personal testimony with somebody that you know, like if you don't have that pet hemp yet, or by all means share your own testimony if your own pet. I know we have a lot of people who have had great success with the pet hemp, but feel free to share mine. And when you share it, don't just share the post, but like copy my text and then write, something about our pet hemp and my friend Jordan says this, or you know what I mean? Like, and then share my story that way, because then it's that third party validation for
Mhm.
them if you don't have a testimony that they can connect with, like the
Yeah.
the real time story. So
Yeah, that's a really good point. And then also one thing that I found when you're making that post, like definitely copy and paste it. And then if it's someone like Jordan, like you know her, you can message her. You can say like if you have pets that the fireworks bother, you have to talk to my friend Jordan. This is what she says. At the end of it, you can say, let me know if you want me to get you in touch with her. Right. And then you can use Jordan for those 3-way conversations with that. So she has a, if you don't have a
and
good,
tag me so it
yeah,
doesn't look like you're just talking
yeah, and
about
tag her. And so then people know, like, if they message you or they reach out about that, they know they can talk to the person they just read that story from. So that's a great idea. And yeah, for sure. And that's piquing interest, right? Like if we don't, we know this works, this could help people, but if we don't share it, they don't know. So awesome, guys. Well, if no one else has anything to add, we will jump off of here. I'm excited for this week. I'm trying to figure out, my kids are out of school now. And I want to start doing our power hours again. I feel like they were really helpful just for us to connect during the week. And so I'm trying to figure out a couple days we can do that. You guys might see if I just jump in there, I'll say, hey, I'm in the room doing a power hour, jump on if you can. I'd like to get them more scheduled so we know when they are, but it's kind of crazy getting in a routine right now. So look out for those. If you feel like you just want to work and but you don't really know where to start, or you need some encouragement or help, message in the Limitless chat and see who's available or who's working right then. And let's work together and end this month really strong. So all right, guys, I hope that you have a great night and I will talk to you later. Bye.
bye.